evening, football fans. It's Friday night. We're in the black hole, the pit, in Liberty Center. And tonight, the Archbold Blue Streaks have traveled here to Liberty Center to take on our Tigers in a gigantic matchup. You know, Jim, last week, a tough game for Liberty Center. Liberty Center's never had to open like this with their two 100-year arch rivals in Wauseon and Archbold, the two of the toughest teams in the league year in and year out. Oh, by the way, here they come through the streamers, leaping, jumping, pouring through, and what a beautiful sight. But Jim, we played Wauseon, a 13-0 lead. A couple of bad breaks, a mix-up in the backfield, a fumble sets up an easy Wauseon touchdown on a real short field. And then, pass defense early in the third quarter. We do a terrific job. Our defenders running stride for stride with their receiver. The ball comes down. He punches it out of his hands. And where does the ball go, though? Instead of down to any one direction, it comes straight up in the air, and the receiver takes two strides, it lands in his hands, and it's a 60-yard touchdown play. And just like that, Liberty's behind.
Yeah, Spike, everything that could go wrong with the Tigers last week against the Wauseon Indians just about happened. But that's football. The ball bounces every which way and so forth. This is a great contest coming up here. Both these teams figured to be in the NWAL championship hunt right here. Last year they shared the title, so, premier programs right here. Over the history of this contest, Liberty Center holds the edge. They have 36 wins, while Archbold has 29. They have shared league titles last year, and they have several state championships between them. So if you're talking high school football, Friday night football up here in northwestern Ohio, this is a game.
Yep, that's right. Tradition really reigns here. Archbold won last week big over a Bryan team that's down this year. And so coming into this, there's a lot of directions this thing could take. Archbold has, like Liberty Center, Archbold has their quarterback back. Now, they're not nearly as big a team as Wauseon, but they're going to be faster, quicker, more durable. They're going to do things with their outfit that Wauseon, with their big people, could not do.
Yeah, DJ Newman, the Archbold quarterback, he can just about do anything. He passed for 2,000 yards last year and ran for another 670-some. You made mention they do have a lot of people back. They do, in fact, have 6 of their starters returning on offense, and 7 of their starters returning on defense, and their coach said they have the majority of their skilled positions returning. So the coaches, when they got together, they picked Archbold to finish on top, but also figured that Wauseon and Liberty Center would be right there. So here we are tonight.
All right.
If the Tigers can get her done, that'll just even things right up.
All right, Liberty Center won the toss earlier. They elected to hold that choice till the second half, so they'll kick off. Archbold looking into the sun. Low line drive kick. That's going to bounce at the 8-yard line, and that's going into the end zone. There ain't no return on that, baby cakes. That ball comes out to the 20 with no chance for a return.
Yeah, Asa Killam can get a leg into it. He kicked a 42-yarder last week, a field goal, which was, Tigers' only score in the second half. So he's familiar with getting his leg into the football, of which Roger Carpenter and others will, really rejoice over. But a nice night for football here. The stands are kind of thin, Spike, but that's the way it's supposed to be for this season.
All right. So Archbold comes to the line of scrimmage to start the game. They show a double wing either side. Kind of a standard offensive set, quarterback and shotgun. They give it off the left side, hit right there, and I don't think they got no gain on the play.
Oh, yeah.
Stacked up by about 4 Tigers in a gang tackle.
24 getting up, and also...
that'd be Phillips.
Yep, also 62 getting up.
And that'd be Owen Box.
Yeah, they had good games last week for the Tigers, and, of course, they won pick up where they left off.
All right, a generous spot by the officials. They'll give him a yard gain. Now Archbold comes out. They've got trip receivers to the Archbold side of the field. And now we're going to hold up play for just a second. They're moving. The wrong hash mark. So it's over here on the right one near the Tigers side. All right, wide out over here. Trip receivers over there out of the gun. Back to throw. Throws hard over the middle. Caught on a great slant route up at the 40, and he'll ramble up across the 45 up to the 48.
Yeah, that was
wow, Jim.
Antonio Cruz on the reception. And he's just a sophomore, but a nice pattern and a perfect strike by DJ Newman.
Yeah.
Coverage in the backfield, but, a perfectly thrown pass is pretty tough to defend.
Right. It was on the money. Got him in stride. Okay, now Archbold comes out with the same set. They've got it. Now they've got a setback in the backfield. Quick drop, throws it over there, caught, 5-yard gain, 8, and nearly 10 as they get down to the Liberty Center 45-yard line. And this is the offense we see nowadays, Jim, from a lot of teams.
Yep.
They spread it out. They try to get everybody, the defense widened, and it give you more running lanes, pass receive lanes.
Yep.
And so now your defense has to be quicker.
Oh, yeah, and if the quarterback's really in tune with these receivers, good athletes of both of them, they ran that defender off, stopped, and the ball was there.
All right, 2 receivers to the wide side. Receiver over here with a single setback. Out of the gun, Newman. He'll hand off the left side, running room there, spins off 1 tackle, and that's going to be a gain of 11 yards for Archbold, and they're going to get down to the Liberty Center 34-yard line.
Yeah, that was Noah Gomez, a NWAL first teamer last year, can really move the football. He's got lots of yards and, experience coming back, so Tigers got to dig in here.
All right, so Archbold with their third first down. They'll have the ball at the Tiger 33. Double wide out to the far side over here. Now play action, rolling right. Now in trouble, spins away from that. Boy, Newman step and brought down from behind. A fumble, but I think he was already down. Yep, 51.
Yeah, big 51 on the stop
Evan
there.
Kramer.
And, boy, he just got him, too, because DJ Newman with a nice play action fake had a little grass there, Spike. But
and he was tough at that last year, Jim. That very same thing. Roll one way or the other and then scramble out of it. So Liberty Center will have to work on containment. All right, now to the wide side of the field on the Tiger side. Trip receivers right. Single setback. Out of the gun, Newman. Takes the handoff. Now throws over here to the underneath man. Caught, but he's hit right away.
Yeah, number 2 on the stop for the Tigers. That would be Camden Crew. We see him playing a little defense here. And 51 was going hard there on some penetration there. Kramer.
Now, Archbold just throws a dump. They put 3 receivers, send 2 deep on a little curl route, and they still pick up 5 yards.
Yeah, big third down play here for the Tiger defense. They need 5 yards to convert, and be just good to shut this down right now.
All right, double receiver to the wide side, single receiver over here, and a single setback, tight end to the right. Here's the pitch, now rolling left, looking upfield, nothing there. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage.
Spike, that was a pure quarterback run. All those receivers were out there as decoys, and he slid around his left and thought that, hey, I can do this. No, the Tigers make him eat it behind the line of scrimmage.
What a big play. Loss of 5 yards. Now it makes it 4th and 9, and Archbold with the ball back at the 33. They've got to decide whether they're going to punt it or are they going to gamble on that 4th and 9.
Well, DJ Newman out there, they're going to go for it.
Yep, double wide out to either side, straight drop, throws over the underneath, not caught.
Yeah.
That went too low, underneath the intended receiver, and the Liberty Center Tigers with a couple of big defensive plays stop Archbold, and the Tigers will take over with relatively good field position.
Yeah, Evan Kramer, number 51's got good pressure on the quarterback twice. And DJ Newman, he didn't have time to step into that pass, and likely it was off target there. So give it credit to Kramer as well as the coverage back there.
Say hi to everybody congregating in my tiki bar.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the captain's new place, and he's got a tiki bar and a bunch of people honing in. Now Tigers put man in motion right. Pitch to the guy behind
Phillips.
Running room there off the right side. He'll ramble and cut back up. He picks up about 10 yards, and that's going to be a Tiger first down.
Spike, this is the best team defense the Tigers could have is their offense. If they can keep the ball away from DJ and his crowd, they're not going to score.
Yep.
So nice.
Holgrave and Garber over there. They've had to make a couple of changes on the line, and we'll try to pick that up as we go. All right, Tigers come out with a wide out over here to the wide side of the field. Now they shift out of that. And the Tigers with two wing back sets, single setback, now motion this way. They'll give it to the motion man. He cuts up, picks up maybe a yard. Let's see.
Who's that, number 48? Was that ball carrier? I believe it was Brecken. 17 on the carry. All right, Dylan Matthews.
The wing back over there. So they'll give him a yard on the play. The line of scrimmage now will be the, let's see, the 44 of their own 44 for Liberty Center. All right, 7 minutes left here in the first quarter. Tigers put a wide out to either side, single setback, wing left, and motion coming toward the Tigers. Crew back to throw, has time, it's caught, no!
Man, that was right off his hands over there. You know, the receiver's looking back into the sun, so that's not the sweetest thing to do with the direction they're going. But boy,
he had the worst angle you could have had on the field.
He did. He was going back over his left shoulder, but boy, a nice pass by Crew. That was Riley Chappa on the receiver end of that thing, and so that makes it third down here.
Last week. All right, 3rd down and 9 for Liberty Center. They're going to send two wide outs over here to the Tiger side of the field. Wing back set to the right, and we're going to have an illegal.
Officials are conferring, but it's.
All right, so what? Yes, it was an illegal substitution call. And again, Jim, last week, of course, not much practice time. No preseason scrimmages except the one hurried up one with Lipsick. Mm-hmm. And so it was tough sledding.
But
so Liberty Center's still in that mode. All right, here we go. 3rd and 14. Wide out to either side of the field. Tight end, single setback. Straight drop by Crew. Has time. Throws over the middle. Caught! That's going to be a first down and more. At the 30. Caught from behind. Hometown. Dylan Matthews.
Yeah. Oh, hey, what a nice pattern, Spike. There was lots of receivers going out, and he had a little bit of space. Crew delivers a perfect strike. Tigers move the sticks in a big manner.
Boy. Matthews lined up over there at that wingback off the right side and just ran a post route right down the middle. Crew got him in stride, and here we go.
Yeah, and that was
the Tigers with a 1st and 10 now at the Archbold 27-yard line. Wing package to the right, double running back, give on a dive straight ahead, quick.
Garrettson there. Brecken Garrettson on the carry, 5'9". Senior for the Tigers.
Okay, 48.
Yeah,
okay.
Brecken Garrettson.
I misread the number. All right, we got a yard on the play.
Spike, going to that pass, we'll go back to that pass a little bit. That picked up about 18 yards there, and the Tigers needed almost that to convert. So what a great play there.
All right, so we've got, let's see, Chappa spread out wide over here to the left. Wing back right, they're going to play action. Now Crew back, got a man open. It's just overthrown, incomplete.
Yeah, Dylan Matthews out there. That would touchdown if he could have brought it in, but had good coverage by the Blue Streak defender there. That was number 24, Noah Gomez, who can do it on offense, and he can play safety as well.
All right. Ball rests on the, let's see here, the 27-yard line of Archbold. 3rd down and 9. Boy, the Tigers need to pick up some of this right here. Wide out to the far side, motion to that far side. They're going to run a pitch sweep. Here's Phillips, cuts outside. He's got a first down around the corner on the right. scrambling on an angle all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 14 yards, and now Liberty Center in the red zone.
Spike that right side over there. Nice blocking in the defensive end for Archbold. No containment there. He kind of bit inside a little bit, and they sealed that off. And
yes,
Phillips,
great call, Jim.
Phillips was legging it out there, knew where that first down marker was. No problem.
All right, Noah Collins, number 14, checks into the Tiger lineup. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Tight formation, one wide out, now motion to the left. They're going to run a pitch sweep behind him.
Phillips again there, yeah.
For running room, and he bangs his way down inside the 10 to about the 9, so a gain of 4.
The offensive line for the Tigers is owning that line of scrimmage right now, Spike. Kind of got them on their heels here.
Yeah, I know it. That's very impressive.
Oh, Tigers are right down there on the 9-yard line.
Evan Conrad, no, excuse me. Well, anyway, we'll get it. Here come the Tigers. They send out Patterson wide to the right. Wing back set to the left, double running back. They're going to give straight up. No, play action. It's caught! It's a touchdown in the corner!
Yeah, wide open.
Play action fake by Crew, and it's a Liberty Center Tiger touchdown!
27 on the reception. 1-7. Dylan Matthews again. He's caught several big passes, but what a good selling of play action there by Crew. He had everybody thinking it was going to be a rush, and oh no, we're going to throw it.
Yep,
and
they showed that wing back motion.
Yeah.
They sent Phillips up there, and then they got him on a down and out into the corner, so the Tigers on top at the 4.5-minute mark. Now Asa Killam back to kick. Here, good snap, good hold, kick is up. And that goes all the way into the old place of Henry Baker. It's good. Liberty Center leads the Archbold Blue Streaks 7-0. Jim, what an efficient drive.
Oh.
Crew spot on.
Yeah, and how about the defense stopped them down there when they had to. Looked like Archbold's offense was going to mix it up pretty good. Tigers come up with the big stop and then put an excellent drive on, even when the receivers had to turn around and face the sun to catch the ball.
All right, hey, let's get a mention of some of the people that listen in here. We've got the Tiger Dairy Bar, Becky Spradlin. Gene Kern listening in, celebrating right now. Kent Michael Speece out there in radio land, TV land tonight. And, of course, my old buddy, Lonnie Dissop, the Bonner. Let's get some more sponsors now, too. Select Sanitation, Diamond Cut Custom Designs. Jeff and Denise Spangler with their family vacation rentals for Myrtle Beach. The Snyder brothers, Kevin and Duke. Marty and Robin Weimer in honor of Kip Kern. All right, the high end over in kickoff. That's taken all the way back at the goal line. He went into the end zone. They say he's got to return it. He's hit right there and belted down at the 11-yard line, but a late flag, and I don't know. No, they're pointing toward Archbold. Jim, what a line drive catch.
Yeah, I believe Emmett Perry, number 7, was the first man to hit him down there, and he stepped into the end zone, and then he brought it out, and I don't know, what didn't they like here, Spike? But
they pointed toward Archbold.
Yeah.
So they must have had a bad block, a clip or something coming from behind.
But good coverage there by the Tigers, and
block in the back. Okay.
Emmett Perry hit him, and that was enough to slow him up to where the rest of the crowd could nail it.
All right, 4:25 left here in this first quarter, and after that great kickoff by Killam, a power kick, the fumble or the penalty, and they're back to their 5-yard line, hit right away, nowhere to go.
57, I believe. Yeah, 57 on the hit. Owen Johnson, and Tigers have about 3 Owens on this football team, Spike, and I'm telling you, those are men to be reckoned with. DJ Newman on the scramble carry there, but about
kind of like almost a quarterback draw as he tried to look for some running room. So no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. The ball back at the officially the Archbold 7-yard line, man in motion. Now a little screen. They're going to throw it out there, and that's going to be caught up there at the 10-yard line. Breaks one tackle and battles his way up to the 12. So that's going to be a gain of 5 on.
Yeah, that was Dominic on the reception there for Archbold, but Tiger coverage right there to get him stopped, but it does move the sticks.
Yep, my bad. I read that as a 5-yard gain, not a 10. So now on the 17, Archbold has a 1st and 10. They'll widen it out a little bit. Wide out over there. Wide out over here, and a single setback to tight end. They're going to give it to that second guy through. He's hit, off one, bangs off another one, and a rambling run for 13 yards in the Blue Streaks. Come pouring right on out. They're up to the 32-yard line.
Spike, that's Gomez, and he's a senior and tough to bring down. They had him hit 2 or 3 times there for, little or no gain, but they did not wrap him up and get him to the ground.
Yeah, good spin move, a good spin cut. And now Archbold with that 15-yard gain, we'll call it. They're out to their own 32, 1st and 10. All right, double wide out set. Wing back set to this side with a single setback. 2-step drop, looks over the middle, throws. And it was a bit behind him, I believe.
It was Gomez out there. Well, no, not Gomez, 25. That would be Colton Chambers, the intended, but oh man, was he open, Spike? So we're happy that missed him.
All right, so 2nd down and 10. Last year in 2 games, both teams scored. They scored 75 points one night and 65, whatever it was, the next time.
That's true. There was a lot of fireworks.
Yes, these teams score, and they're great offensively in different methods. All right, so now Archbold wide out to either side, single setback to tight end, power play off the right. They're going to go right at Liberty Center's left side defense, and a gain of maybe.
And that was Hograve
on the play.
Caleb Hograve on the carry there. That's the first time we've seen that. On the stop, it was
Zach Happy.
John Smith, 59, 69. Okay. Anyway, Tigers. Given ground grudgingly, it's about a 3rd and 7, Spike, so a good time for a stop right here.
Boy, you know it. Boy, you know it. Archbold, 3rd and 7 from their own 35. Wide out either side. Now rolling right. Now stops. He's going to look. Nothing there. Now picks it up and runs it. He's going to have 1st down yardage and more across the 45. He's got a man left heading down the sideline, and I'm afraid that's going to be the Archbold touchdown.
Yeah, DJ
so elusive.
Yeah, once he broke out in the open field, Spike, he gives him a hip, takes it away, and just slithered up the sideline as if nothing to it.
Yeah. All right, 1:54, and Archbold comes pouring right back with a 93-yard drive, highlighted by the quarterback using his own legs. So now the score 7-6.
Tigers had good defense there. It was about a 3rd and what was that? 3rd and
7.
3rd and 7, and but it was a quarterback draw, I believe.
He made it through that first wave.
Yeah.
All right, so the Blue Streaks will set up for the PAT. Low snap, bobble. They're going to have to go back to pick it up. Now rolling, running hard, looks to try to throw, and that's going to go nowhere. Ball in the dirt, and the Tigers hold them in. The score stands, Liberty Center 7 and Archbold 6 with 1:54. I'm going to get a few more sponsors in. We've got K. Showman, Friends of the Library. Good luck to all the fall teams. Davis Farm Services. Another one here, Sarah Miles and family, Clark, Courtney, and Kira. And also Red Barn Sales and Service. All right, so now Archbold comes back with the big drive. They cut it to 7-6, and they're going to kick off looking into the sun. A short end-over-end kick. That's going to be taken around the 20-yard line. Return off the right side. Hit right away, and a good solo tackle made over there by the Blue Streaks, and the Tigers will get the ball. Possession, let's see. It's hard to see the
numbers. That was Matthews on the ball carry there on the reception.
Now, ball's up around the 30-yard line.
No, it was Chapa, number 16 there.
right.
16 carried the ball. Spike, I was going to mention this. Archbold team has several Liberty Center connection players here. Creighton Kern was the intended kicker for that point after, or else a holder back there because he was involved.
All right, now here we go. We've got a wide out set to either side for Liberty Center. Wingback set to the left and a single set back in the backfield. Oh,
no coverage out here.
Captain called that. They blew their defense. Wow. So, yeah. With
timeout
that,
well spent.
Yeah. All right, let's
for
turn
Archbold.
it over to you guys. Helping us out, especially in this time of our increased costs, we've got Helen and Randy McClure in memory of Robbie and Jackson. We've got Pam and Dick Leatherman, and we've got, well, we'll get to that in a minute. Tigers now come to the line of scrimmage. A wide out to either side. Same set. They're going to give it off to the left side. The running back on some room there. Scrambling and pounding forward up across the 35-yard line. Jim, that's a good pickup on first down. Looks like we got about 5 yards.
Yep. Garrettson. Brecken Garrettson played a lot of ball last week, and he's in there this week. So.
Yeah. Garrettson, a lot of his was on defense, and he made some big hits.
Yes.
He peeled some people.
Yep.
Now he stepped into the fray out of a wingback position, ran the ball there for 5. So second down and 5. Liberty with the ball on their own 32. Double set back. They're going to run a little zigzag, and Archbold with great penetration. They come up and throw Liberty Center for about a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, that was Phillips on the carry, but there just wasn't any space at all there. Yeah, Spike, I was mentioning there's a lot of Liberty connection over there for Archbold. Caleb Holgrave is his grandfather was Jim Holgrave.
Yeah,
heck of a basketball and baseball player over here for the Tigers.
Jim Holgrave had a fastball that you couldn't hit, you couldn't see it. Wow. All right, here we go. So now Liberty Center faced from their own 30-yard line, third down and 7. They're going to show motion that way. Crew drops back to throw. Got a man out there wide open, caught at the 40, heading down the sideline. He's at the 30, at the 10.
Conrad!
And into the end zone. It's a Liberty Center Tiger touchdown. What a play! 70 yards. A little flag route heading for the corner, and Crew laid it on a dime. They split the Archbold defensive team, headed for the sideline, and he's in for the score.
Evan Conrad, I'm telling you, when that guy caught the ball and he was in full stride, that smaller Archbold guy, I don't know whether he didn't want him or what, but he got a big head of steam up, and he wasn't going to be denied. So big play there, big play. Evan Conrad on the reception, Crew with a beautiful strike.
Can we get the snapper for Liberty? Crew the holder, good snap.
54.
Asa back to boot, and the only thing that kept that in the yard was it hit a tree limb about 15 feet in the air. That would have been good from about 50 yards, I'm telling you. Asa Killam powers it in. Liberty Center up at the 10-minute mark. 14-6. 2 big plays. Liberty Center comes right back, and another line drive kick. That's going to come down at the 6-yard line. Taken there, looking for a lane. Nothing. Hit, and he's going to be brought down right away under a swarm of about 8 Liberty Center Tiger tacklers.
Yeah, 7. Emmett Perry again with the first hit. Number 11, Cameron Foster down there also drilled him, and I tell you, good coverage. The Tigers had good coverage last year, and they're not missing a beat this year. Got a good kicker, runs it deep down there, and boy, the coverage, Emmett Perry goes down there. He's a headhunter.
Those are power kicks. Asa Killam's got a lot stronger this year, I understand, and those are high line drives. Those are difficult to play. All right, now 10 minutes. Archbold with the ball at their own 22-yard line. Double wide out, far side. Quick slant caught over there at the 28. And he's going to step out of bounds right away, but Archbold picks up 5 yards.
Yeah, Garrettson on the defense, and he did what he could there to get him out of bounds, and that was good. Yes, sir, the Tigers spike 14-6.
I looked at the clock wrong, the glare. I thought it said 10 minutes, and here it's nothing. All right, well, let's get some more sponsors. We've got Golden Harvest and also Freedom Seed with Larry Gherkin and family. 2 companies that Larry runs. Hill Asphalt Paving, B.A. Miller and Sons Trucking, Amanda Burmeister with the Howard Hanna Realty, Dental Health Associates of Sylvania, Germ-Free Innovations with Mark and Lynn Bly, Larry Black, the superintendent, Dave's Auto Service. Dave's been in business in Liberty Center for about 72 years. Karen and Jim Savage, 2 of our ORN workers in a manner of speaking. Pistanello's Pizza, who's been there about almost as long as Dave Perry has. Swanton Welding, a long-time Tiger booster. And, of course, none other than KK Collision, run by Kyle Kern, the grandson of the late but great Kip Kern, whose hit, and hit Liberty hit rings forever here in Tiger Stadium, Rex Lindgren Field, whatever they all want to distribute the names, but shouts out there. Also, we'll mention my buddy Lonnie Dissop, Kent Michael Speece listening in at home, and also Gene Kern. I hope watching here on ORN when their home games they're on. All right, so the Blue Streaks with a second 3 from the 29-yard line. Just the start of the second quarter. Straight drop. Looks. They're going to throw the home run ball, and that's going to be way overthrown.
Number 2, Crew playing some excellent pass coverage, Spike. He was step for step with that receiver, put his paw up, knocked the ball away. Great coverage there.
Right, and nobody else was open. Newman had nothing to do but just throw it up and out and throw it away because Liberty Center denied it. All right, so Archbold, it's only need 3 yards, but it's 3rd down from their own 29. Just starting here in the second quarter. Wide out over here. They're going to run off the right side. Running room there. And pounds his way up. I think that was
Gomez.
And good for 5 yards and an Archbold first down. You would think that Archbold would throw, but that time they went with a little power football, and Liberty may not have expected it.
Yeah, last week Brian tried to shut the run down, and we had a little bit of success at that, but then Archbold through the air just ate him alive.
All right, tight end right, double wide outs to the left side, the Tiger side, single setback. Straight drop by Newman, has time. Now in trouble, has to scramble.
Got him!
He's going to be hit in the backfield. Sagarino!
I think that's 51 back there that stayed with him.
Evan Kramer, we think was the number.
Well, 51, maybe you think Kramer too, but boy, the Tigers hounded him. DJ was working back there, wanting his receiver to have another second to get open, and they closed the door on him.
And that was key. You mentioned the key there. Our past defenders were on them, and he had nowhere to go right away. That's the idea of their offense. 2-step drop and bingo. That time he had no bingo right away, and he ended up getting sacked. All right, 2nd down and 13. Now they're going to roll right. Has to pitch on the option play. They break one, and Smackarino! Yeah. Wow, what a hit!
57 drilled him there. Owen Johnson.
Yeah, Owen Johnson, one of the big plays.
Good penetration. Another Tiger defender tackled Dominic, not Dominic, but DJ, about time he had to commit, on that option. You're either keeping it or giving it away, and Tigers all over that.
All right, we're going to call it a gain of 5, but that was big. They contained them. It's 3rd down and 7. Archbold with the ball at their own 30, we'll call it the 38-yard line. They're going to send a double wide out to the wide side, single over here, and a man in the slot. Quarterback all by his lonesome. 2-step drop. Looks.
Got him!
Sagarino! Sagarino!
24.
Wow.
24, which is Max Phillips. 54, which is Evan Holgrave. 2 of the prime dudes that got back there and slammed that door.
Wow! The Liberty Center defensive front is dominating the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Archbold has a lot of speed, but they are not as big and strong as Wasion was last week across the line of scrimmage.
All right, quarterback now is in shotgun. It's 4th down and 11. Now they're starting to drop back. Are they going to go for it? 9 minutes left. He's going to roll right. throw the home run ball upfield. There's Patterson back. It's caught. I don't believe it. Oh, no. 66-yard bomb. Archbold gambles from their own 40, around their 38-yard line. Oh,
yeah, on a 4th and 11, and he had pressure. But again, this DJ and his fleet-footed receivers, nothing's out of the question.
Wow. Boy, that took more guts than I got for that play call, but man, the Blue Streaks pulled it off. Wow. Now they're lined up to go for a single point here. I think they want to let the game, there's a lot of touchdowns scored every year. They want to let this thing go. Here's the set, the kick, not very high, not very deep, but it gets between the uprights and it's good.
Yep.
That'll close the score right now while we take a break. Liberty Center 14, Archbold 13. Liberty Center now has switched ends. They'll be looking into the sun when they return. All right. Of course, we got Gene Kern, Kent Michael Spiess, and Lonnie Bonner listening in. Denny Barlow in Virginia Beach, and Gary Arps in Arizona. Sue Lubinsky for her grandson, Brecken Garrettson, yeah. And Billy Kruger. All right, so a few of the sponsors. Select Sanitation, Diamond Cut Custom Designs in Liberty. Jeff and Denise Spangler with Family Vacation Rentals. That's to Myrtle Beach. And the Snyder brothers, Kevin and Duke. All right, so set to kick off. Archbold, short end over end. That's going to be taken at the 15-yard line. Return straight ahead, a couple of blockers. Breaks one seam on his feet, makes a great cut at the 40, up to the 42-yard line.
Chappa on a very good return, Spike.
Nifty little job there. And Liberty Center, albeit Archbold made it happen on that last play, but the Tigers right back in business. They're at their own 42. They'll set up.
Jeff Spangler once taken off the list. He said yeah, take him off the list.
All right. Tigers come out. Wingback set to the left. They're going to run a dive off left side. We have
Phillips
with running room. Pounds his way up across the 45 and up to the 50-yard line.
Couple good blocks on that left side, Spike, to get him started. And Phillips had a lot of yards against Wauseon last week. I think they had him 138 yards or so. So he's getting a big chunk here tonight when they need it.
Boy, that was big. What did he get there?
I don't know.
For first down. Now we're into 10 yards on the play.
At least.
It's down to the 48-yard line of Archbold. Wide out to the far side, wing back right. The play action. Crew back, has time, throws it out there a little bit too high for the intended receiver. A defense was right on top of it.
Yeah, almost two on top of it, but no call. That was Conrad. Big target out there. Big target, Spike.
All right. Well, you're not going to click on every single play, but I'm telling you what, I love Camden Crew at quarterback. This guy is the real deal.
He's doing the job.
All right, 2nd and 10 from the Archbold 48. Wide out to this side. Wing package set off to the left, offset. Now they're going to give to
Phillips right away there.
And he'll sneak down to about the 46. Archbold loaded up right there.
Oh, they did, Spike, and there's about one guy to beat, and he would have been in the secondary and really rolling, but that's all it takes. If you can get your stop, and then that's it.
All right, so they're going to call it a 1-yard gain. 3rd down and 9 from the Archbold 47.
Trey Patterson ending up out there, brought the play in. Now he's split wide to the left for the Tigers.
All right, wide out to this side. Double wing back set. Crew back, has time, throws it up, and has to go to the sidelines.
Conrad.
Well defended.
Yeah, he drew a flag there because Archbold defender kind of drove him into the bench a bit there, Spike, and Conrad couldn't quite reach it, but a good pass thrown by Crew because nobody else could get it.
Right.
But the coverage too tough out there, so it's a personal foul. That's a big walk-off on the Streaks.
Boy. That's one of those you read about but seldom ever see.
Well, that moves the sticks, and Tigers ran into some of that tough luck last week, so maybe the, is going to kind of work our way a little bit here.
All right, now the penalty walk-off takes the ball down to the 32-yard line of Archbold, so Liberty will have a 1st and 10 there. Tigers come out. Crew will be under center. Wing back offset to the running backs offset to the right. Now they fake it, play action, Crew back to throw. Got a man out there floating out. That's Phillips.
Yeah.
Phillips catches, turns it from the 25, twists his way down to the 20, and that's going to be another Liberty Center Tiger 1st down.
Yeah, Dylan Matthews right there in close proximity tried to throw a little block for him, and Phillips cut back away from the sideline and enough to get that yardage.
Okay, a gain of 11 yards. The Tigers with 7.5 minutes to go in the second quarter, leading 14-13. They've got the ball at the Blue Streak 21. A wide out set to the far side, the wide side. Wing back set to the left, twin setbacks. They're going to run pitch sweep.
Phillips
Cuts up to the left, now cuts across the green to the right, heading down to the goal line. He's into the end zone. It's another Liberty Center Tiger touchdown.
Oh, yeah, score by Phillips, and he ran the ball. A great cutback. Archbold didn't have the answer for it and skirts into the end zone.
And the Tigers at the point of attack were pushing Archbold back so Phillips could pick his hole.
Yep.
He went to the outside and then back across the green, 21-yard touchdown, and Liberty Center now on top 20-13. Boy, what a shootout. All right. Tigers set up, good snap, good hold, kick is up on the way, and right down the heart of the plate. Asa Killam converts again, and Liberty Center on top of Archbold, 21-13 at the 7:12 mark. Wow!
All right, we are seeing a lot of action here, Spike, a lot of points scored. How about 34 points in about a quarter and a half.
This is unbelievable. The Tiger offense having their way. Archbold not able to stop Liberty, but then Archbold came up with that big 4th down play in their own territory.
They've had a couple big plays, yep.
Yeah. Okay, so some more of our supporters here, Liberty Center people. You have been terrific in getting us out and supporting ORN. Marty and Robin Weimer, and of course they are honoring Kip Kern. Of course, Kip being who he was, the man of the Liberty Center Tigers. Also, we've got Kay Showman and Friends of the Library. All right, the kick, good line drive. That's going to sail, take a big bounce. Picked up there at the 9-yard line. Return straight ahead. He tries a spin move up at about the 24-yard line and brought down right away.
Yeah, that was Brandon Taylor on the return there, but Tigers with good coverage.
Boy, see, and that's an improvement. Liberty Center, they did some things, the coaches. They've changed things up a little bit on the kickoff coverage, punt coverage, and that big improvement for Liberty.
Oh, they knew they were going to face a high-powered offense here, and far they've been up to it. 7
minutes left in the second quarter. Archbold now sends a man in motion. They're going to throw underneath to the motion man. A good kick-out block, running room, cuts it outside. Now back inside and up across the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Noah Gomez shows why he's a premier back from last year with another good year ahead of him here.
Yep, 18-yard gain. Ball up to about the 42-yard line. Archbold moved it on 1st down that way. That time they got everybody wide. They sent Noah, on a little flat route there. All right, so 1st and 10. 2 wide outs to the far side. Single over here and a single setback with the quarterback. Now motion right. Straight drop. Has time, throws over the middle, and a great leaping catch at the Liberty Center 40-yard line.
That was,
holy moly.
Yeah, that was to Antonio Cruz, one of those skill guys back, and he flagged that pass down. That was a bullet by DJ.
That was high, too, but he pulled it in. All right, 6:19, clock running. Liberty Center on top of Archbold, 21-13, but the Blue Streak's on the drive. They've got a 1st and 10 at the Liberty 36. Give on a little delay, and
Gomez again.
Gomez, yep, down to about the 31, a 5-yard gain for Archbold.
Evan Hograve snagged him and was able to hang on. Yeah.
All right, no huddle. Archbold comes out, double wide out to the wide side, the far side, single over here, single setback. Newman rolling right, looks upfield, throws, got a man out there, and that's going to be caught for about 7 yards down at the 25-yard line, and that's enough for an Archbold first down.
Yeah, Crew right there to play defense. Got him out of bounds, but as you say, that's going to move the sticks.
And without a huddle, Archbold comes to the line of scrimmage. They show a double wide out. The ball over on the right hash. They'll show a double wide out to the left, the Liberty Center side. A wide out to the far side. And a single setback with Newman. They're going to give it to that running back.
Gomez.
Gomez makes a spin, breaks out of one. He'll pick up about 5 more yards. Boy, he's shifting.
He is. He gave a leg to one guy who about had him in the backfield. And then over there, Crew had came up from his outside linebacker position and thought he had him and couldn't quite nail him there. That Noah Gomez.
All right, 2nd down and 5. Just under 5 minutes left in the first half. The Blue Streaks double wide out here, now motion toward the wide side. Quarterback gives it off, and he's hit right away. Submarine there, no gain on the play. Who?
35 would be Orr. Is Orr out there? But there was a guy on the bottom there that submarined in there. Was it Matthews?
Yeah, we couldn't pick up the number quick enough, but no gain on the play.
All right. Matthew Orr given credit for that tackle. No gain on the play, but the Tigers still lead 21-13.
Yep, Matthew Orr. All right, back to throw.
Whoa.
That's going to be, oh no, down the sideline. Oh, Archbold is relentless. They come back with a big play around that right side. And the score now stands 21-19.
Yeah.
What a shootout here in Tiger Stadium.
I believe that was Noah Gomez jumping, jiving, and cutting and zigging into the end zone.
Wow. I guess it may come down to who's got the last possession of the game.
It's looking that way so far here. There's going to be a lot of statistics here for a halftime total.
All right, Archbold going to go for the single-point conversion. Not going for the two-pointer to possibly tie it, but they want to stay in range. You don't want to get down by a multiple score, and so their kick is good. They close the score to 21-20, and 4:06 to go here in the first half. All right, so now Archbold to kick off from, of course, their own 40. A short end over end, that's going to be taken again now at the 14-yard line. Return straight ahead, looking for a little room, got a seam, twists and tweezes his way up across the 35, up to about the 38.
Yeah,
and
that's
I believe
Chappa.
that is Chappa again.
Yeah, that fella's really come into his own as a returner here, Spike.
Yep.
He's put some yards on the board and given him field position when sometimes looks like it's not there.
Okay, so 4 minutes left in the half. Liberty Center comes out. They're going to send a wide out to the far side.
That's Noah Collins up there.
Yeah, wing set off to the right. Now man in motion. It'll be Matthews. They'll give to the second back. Running room there. Twists his way. Bounces off a tackle. Powers off the left side.
Phillips.
And burns his way up. A gain of, we're going to call it 5 yards on the play.
That was a well-conceived play. I like the blocking on the line of scrimmage. And Max Phillips gets, about 6 yards there?
Yeah, they're going to give him a 6-yard gain. He'll be up to the 44-yard line. 3.5 minutes to go. Clock running here in the first half. Tigers will send wide out to the far side. That be Patterson. Double tight end set, wing package left. They're going to give it to Matthews, Phillips
Phillips
off the right side. He'll pick up a couple of tough yards. And Liberty now is facing a third down and 2 to go.
Yeah, but the clock's running, and that's the thing. It's down to 3 minutes, Spike, and they want to keep that ball away from DJ Newman and his high-powered offense.
All right, wow, big play here for Liberty Center. Third down and 2 from their own 46. Double wing set. They're going to give power right side, running room, and twists his way, powers his way. Phillips off the right side.
54 and 18 on good blocks. 54 there being Evan Holgrave, and also Conrad with a good block. So Tigers move the stick, keep the clock going.
All right, that was huge. Clock now at 2.5 minutes. Liberty Center with the ball right at the midfield stripe. 21-20, Liberty Center. Wide out to the far side. Now motion that way. They're going to give power football straight ahead to Phillips. Phillips will pick up a yard or two down to the 48-yard line of Archbold. And so now Liberty Center second down and 8. 2:10 with the clock running. All right, so Liberty Center content to let the clock roll. They've got the big foot of Asa Killam waiting in the wings. We'll see if they can get into position. Tigers with a wing package right, a wide out to the far side. Double setback, now play action. Crew goes back, throws over the middle, and incomplete.
Yeah, that ball had some mustard on it, and it was pretty well defended. Dylan Matthews out there with a nice crossing pattern, but wow, he was hit the same time the ball arrived, Spike. And
the Crew had a lot of pressure, too.
He did.
Yeah, they got through.
It was a good thought-out play, but it was defended, and that's how she went.
Now with 1:42, the clock is stopped. Third down and 8. So Liberty Center in a position where you want to keep the drive going, obviously, and they'll want to look to throw. All right, now we've got a whistle, stoppage of play while we sort this out. And okay, they changed the spot. Liberty Center on the right hash, wide out to either side. Double wing set, single setback. Now Crew back to throw. Has time, throws it out there, caught!
Yeah!
Caught at the 40-yard line. Ooh!
Conrad again, and I'm telling you.
He's going to be about a yard short.
We got to go for it. But Spike, he had to fight for that ball, but that man has hands. If you can get it in his hands, he's going to own the pass, and Evan Conrad comes within a short yard.
All right, well, you know that Phillips might get the football here, but you never know. 1:12 seconds, clock running. 4th and 1 at the Archbold 41. Liberty Center comes out. They've got a wing package set to the left with Matthews. And they're offsides!
They're contact by a feint. The Archbold linebacker thought he'd scare him, and he got across the neutral zone and drew the flag. So there's a free first down for us, Spike.
Yeah, and that's their leading defender, Meyer. Did not, he wanted to run up kind of a blitz. Got him in trouble, and now Liberty Center with the ball at the
that Carson Meyer was second team All-Ohio last year, so he is their stud as a linebacker.
All right, now some options for Liberty. Wing back set to the right, wide out the other way. They run play action. They loft it out there. Got a man caught! Down inside the 25-yard line. A leaping catch. Who?
Conrad again.
Wow,
what a target.
Conrad with a set of hands for a tight end, I'm telling you.
Spike, he didn't even have any space. He might have had maybe a foot reach on the defender, but it was all he needed.
All right, now the ball at the Archbold 21-yard line. 1st and 10, clock stopped at 56 seconds. Tigers send a wide out to the far side, the Archbold side. 2 tight end set, wing left. They're going to run power sweep to Phillips off the left side. Phillips breaks one tackle, spins his way down to the 15-yard line. We're going to call it a gain of 6 for Phillips. Clock running at 45 seconds.
Left side over there providing some blocks right there at the line of scrimmage.
All right, so a timeout taken. Not sure who they've given that to, but a gain of 5. The ball will be on the 16-yard line, and Liberty Center takes the timeout.
What a drive here, Spike. These Tigers Just moving the ball, managing the clock right, and Evan Conrad with a couple of very good catches. Crew being a masterful at the quarterback position. Good runs by Phillips, and line of scrimmage blocking is there.
Okay, now some sponsors while we can get them in. We've got Davis Farm Services, Sarah Miles and family of Clark, Courtney, and Kira, Red Barn Sales and Service, Helen and Randy McClure, in memory of Robbie and Jackson, Pam and Dick Leatherman, Golden Harvest, and also the business Freedom Seed with Larry Gherkin and family. Also, Hill Asphalt Paving, B.A. Miller and Sons Trucking, Amanda Brewster with Howard Hanna Realty. Burmeister, sorry. Duh. Yeah, my bad. All right, now Liberty Center comes out. They come to the line of scrimmage, Crew under center, wing back to either side, tight end on the right. Now motion going to the right. They'll run some power football off to Phillips, breaks through the first string, makes a spin, battles his way down to the 10-yard line, and that should be enough for another Tiger first down.
Yes, it is. They're moving the sticks. 41 ticks on the clock.
All right, clock running again, each team with 2 timeouts remaining. 1st and 10. So I think we're going to be calling that 1st and 10 at the 10. So Liberty Center pretty much knows what they've got to do. All right, Patterson spread out wide to the right, wing package on either side. They're going to give power football to Phillips. Phillips is hit right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he lost the ball.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
A fumble. He didn't see the ball hit the ground.
No, I don't know if he had control of that. He took that handoff or was in the process or whatever, and Archbold right there, bang, and going to go the other way here.
What a bad break for Liberty Center. Wow. 1st and goal on the 10-yard line, and now Archbold will get it back. And, of course, for Archbold, the big thing is they stop Liberty Center. So the score stands 21-20 in favor of the Tigers, and Archbold 90 yards away. They show a double wide out to the far side. They may go ahead and throw it up there. Yep, dropping back to throw. Has time. They're going to throw the home run ball. That gets up there, and it's going to be caught. They break one tackle at midfield. Spins out of another one, looking for a seam, and finally brought down at the 44-yard line of the Tigers.
Wow.
Clock stops with 7 seconds to go.
Yeah, Pedersen got him there finally, but wow, Spike, a lot of exciting there.
2 long bombs have been completed here in this game by Archbold. One, a direct touchdown, and here, boy, that got them from their own 10, 47 yards, and they're down to the Liberty Center 43. Probably time for one more play of any essence here, but Archbold will take their second timeout. They've got 1 remaining. All right, we've got the Tiger Dairy Bar with Becky Spradlin, Dental Health Associates of Sylvania, Germ-Free Innovations with Mark and Lynn Bly, Larry Black, Dave's Auto Service, Karen and Jim Savage, Pisanello's Pizza, Swanton Welding, and KK Collision. All right, so the Blue Streaks, after their second timeout, come to the line. They're at the Liberty Center hash mark. They set trip receivers to the wide side over there, and now Archbold's forced to use their last timeout. Somebody moved, and then they were stuck, and rather than blow the play up, maybe with a formation issue, they used their last timeout. So with 7 seconds remaining, Archbold now will have to, they don't have another timeout to use. They've got to go for the end zone.
Yeah, but that gives the Tiger defense time to look things over, Spike, so they kind of have a feeling for what might happen.
All right, a shout out to my daughter Sarah, my grandson Ryan, and my wife Margaret listening in over at Archbold. Gene Kern watching and listening in, or some manner here. Kent Michael Speece, and of course Lonnie Bonner Dissop. Denny Barlow listening in from Virginia Beach, and also Billy Kruger, a big Tiger fan. All right, now this might be the final play of the half. Archbold with the ball on the Tiger hash mark on the left. Trip receivers to the wide side, one over here, and Newman back by himself. He drops back. He looks. He winds up. He'll throw it up there, launches it. It's up, and it's going to be incomplete, and that will end the half. But I'll tell you what, Liberty Center leading at 21-20, but boy, there's been thrills and chills and oohs and ahs and doggone it's and oh, man's everywhere we go.
Yeah,
but that'll end it, 21-20, Liberty Center as we take the break. Jimmy?
No more comment. It just was a great football game, a lot of offense.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the marching pride of Tiger Country, the Liberty Center Tiger Marching Band. Tonight's show is a combination of weekend hits get stuck on replay for those that strive to be a survivor. For our opening performance, this tune, released in November 2019, has been named the best song of 2020 thus far by Billboard, peaking at #1 in 34 countries and winning MTV's Best R&B Song and Video of the Year, putting this artist at the top of the most #1 R&B hits and a record-breaking reign of 24 weeks on top of the Billboard. Liberty Center, it's Friday, it feels good to be blinded by the light. Here's our rendition of Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. Ladies and gentlemen, the Tiger Marching Band, Mr. Riley, the field is yours. Our second selection, originally released in 2010 and rising to the top of charts in several countries. This song has quickly made a comeback in 2020 as Gen Z's replacement for the Rickroll on TikTok. That's okay, Gen Z, you can have the Rickroll, but you know what you won't get? My iPod, because it's stuck on replay by iAd. Before our final performance this evening, I would like to take just a moment to recognize these amazing students before you. They have worked tirelessly through the summer regardless of everything that has been thrown at them. From the restrictions due to COVID-19 or cancellations of their many parades that would normally attend, join me in a quick round of applause to recognize their resilience. Speaking of parades, since we couldn't perform in any parades this summer, we brought a little the parade to you. This worldwide chart topper has been the most well-known song in Liberty Center. Released in 1982, the theme song for Rocky III. You want me to say more? This is our version of Eye of the Tiger by Survivor.
All right, Tigers. Crew was 6 of 10 passes for 145 yards. He had one was 70 yards long for his long, but 24 yards average per reception. He had 2 touchdowns as passes. His receivers was Matthews, 2 for 42 yards and a touchdown. Evan Conrad, 3 receptions, 92 yards with a touchdown. And Phillips had 1 catch for 11 yards. All right, on rushing, Max Phillips had 13 carries for 83 yards with a touchdown. And Brecken Garrettson carried 1 for 7 yards. So there you had 145 yards through the air and just about 100 yards of rushing there for the Tigers. On the Archbold side, DJ Newman was 10 of 14 attempts, 214 yards, which is average of 21 yards a pass. And his receiving crew, Cruz caught 4 for 59 yards. Taylor caught 3 for 123. Gomez caught 1 for 18 yards. Dominic caught 2 for 11 yards. So passing pretty even there. Tigers with 244 and Archbold with 214. Now on their rushing, Gomez for Archbold had 9 carries for 69 yards. And DJ Newman, their scrambling quarterback, had 6 rushes for 58 yards. So they had 131 yards total offense on the ground, and the Tigers had 100. So these statistics, Spike, are just about even, as the score indicates. Tigers holding a slim 1-point lead, but wow, have we seen some fireworks. There's been game-saving plays, drive-saving plays on both sides, and look for a lot of fireworks here in the second half. But I think the Tigers got to feel pretty good with this offense, as potent as Archbold dials it up to have a point lead here.
Well, yeah, I guess you could say that. You still want more, and no matter how many, if we scored 6 touchdowns the first half, we'd have wanted 2 more, But, hey, it's a crazy game. Archbold is so wide open.
They seem to be the big play team,
Yeah,
You can have them, and we had them fourth and 15, I think, dead to rights, and they pulled one out of their hat and made it stand up for a touchdown.
All right, so that decision to kick off, to defer their choice, stands tall for Liberty Center now. They'll be moving from right to left from the metal building toward 109, and they'll receive the kickoff. That's going to come down, low snap, picked up there at the 15. Tries to find a little seam and knifes his way forward. Couldn't pick up the number from here, but they get up. Liberty gets up to about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I think it's Riley Chappa again, number 16. These numbers are hard to see. I thought I had him when he made the reception there.
Well, and looking through the window certainly makes it tougher. Okay. All right, so Liberty Center's ball. Start of the third quarter, 1st and 10 from their own 25. A wide out to this wide side of the field. Wing back set either way. Now man in motion. They're going to run play action. Crew under trouble. He gets it out there. Caught at the 30-yard line. Heading up across the 40. A straight arm.
Yeah.
Townsend drives his way. Phillips up to the 45-yard line. A gain of about 19 yards for Liberty Center. Jimmy, the boys are back in business.
Oh, they are, and that was a well-conceived play. They had a wide out here, and everybody figured this is the way it's coming, and Phillips with a nice pattern and good blocking up there on the line of scrimmage to give Crew just the time he needed to throw a strike out here.
They have to respect the run, and that helps Liberty. All right, wing back package set to either way. Tight end over here, now motion, and we're going to get a jump on the Tiger offensive line, and that'll blow the play dead. It'll cost Liberty 5 yards.
Spike, I think that's about the second penalties all for the Tigers all night. Now, that's one stat I didn't go for up there.
Right.
I don't know if they had it, but, that was a clean game, and that was something that was vital coming into this contest. We had some penalties in the second half that, that just wasn't good against Wauseon, and that hurt. Well, they're playing just about error-free ball here against these Blue Streaks.
All right, well, not the worst place in the world to pick up a 5-yard penalty. Ball still sets on the 39-yard line, so a wide out to the far side. They're going to run a pitch sweep to the right. Phillips breaks one. He'll get up to about the 40-yard line, and that's going to be only maybe a yard or two on the play. A late flag. And I see the Blue Streaks clapping, so we may have a bad block.
Right, I think there was a block that one ref wasn't real happy with. Boy, it's kind of imperative they sustain this first drive of the second half, Spike. Last week, they seemed like Wauseon had made some adjustments and pretty well stonewalled us. So here the Tigers come out, and we got a good first down there, and now we're in quite a hole. It needs 25 yards, but it is first down.
All right, 1st and 25 from back at their own 30-yard line. Now let's just put something together, Tigers. All right, Crew back in shotgun. Double wide out to the wide side, the far side of the field. Wide out over here, single setback. Crew takes the snap, now rolls right, looks upfield, now has running room. Now he'll throw it. That's caught by Liberty Center, and a gain of about 14 yards. They get that penalty yardage back.
Yes, they did.
I believe that was the tight end. No, Patterson.
Yeah, Trey Patterson.
Excuse me, Patterson kept back across over the middle.
Yep, nice catch on on that play there. So as you say, he got the penalty yards back.
Yep. All right. So a gain of 13 yards. That'll make it 2nd down and 12. The ball up to the 42-yard line of Liberty Center, and they'll come out with a wide out either way. Crew back in shotgun, single setback with him. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to Phillips, looking for a cut.
Yo.
He has room, cuts it back across the grain, stays on his feet, twisted heads for the right. He's out in open territory down the right sideline. He evades another tackle, still on his feet, rolling and rambling, and all the way down to the 17-yard line.
It's a veteran play there. I mean, he just trying to pick his way a little bit, and he runs square, and I'm telling you, a bump won't knock him down, and he shed a couple of early bumps there, was able to kick it into high gear. Number 5 out there, which is Brandon Taylor, had a good shot at him, and he made that man miss.
Yep, picked his feet up and laid him down. He evaded the tackler, so 1st and 10 at the Archbold 18. Tight position. They're going to give it straight up the middle, and
Phillips
not
again.
much there. Phillips may have picked up a couple. They're going to mark it at the 16-yard line. Now, the offensive line may be slightly different for Liberty, but let's see here. We've got left guard Owen Johnson, left tackle Owen Box, right guard Zane Graber, and right tackle Evan Holgrave. All right, so 2nd down and 8 for Liberty at the 16 of Archbold. Wide out to this Tiger side, the wide side of the field. Motion the other way with Matthews. Play action. Crew back to throw. Has time. And nobody could get open. Crew had pressure on him as he rolled to his left, his opposite of his throwing hand.
Yep.
And had to get rid of it.
I almost think Brecken Gerritsen might have been the in target there, but as you say, everything was pretty well covered up. So
yeah, Archbold defended that well. All right, so situation, 3rd down and 8. There's about 9 minutes left here in this 3rd quarter. Tigers will send Patterson wide to the right, and I believe it's wingback set over there, over on the right side. Crew with the single setback. They're going to run Yeah, they ran a draw play to Phillips.
Yeah.
But Archbold had one guy that sniffed that out, penetrated, made the lone single tackle.
Yeah, I think Jonathan Yoder, a senior, had a good sniff on that play, Spike. It lost a couple yards there.
All right, well, the big thing now, 4th and 10 from the 18-yard line. Tigers will set up in field goal position. Asa Killam back to kick. We've got Crew the holder. Good snap, the kick, it's up, it's on the way, it splits the upright. No, it's off to the left. Wow, that must have sailed a little bit.
Why? From our vantage point, it looked like it was
Yeah,
in.
from here it looked good, but it must have
ref right
tailed
there.
off.
So we got to trust his vision since he's right there, and his is the eyeballs that count on that.
All right. So 8:16 left here in this 3rd quarter. Liberty Center on top of Archbold by the slimmest of margins. 1 point, 21-20.
But the offense has got to feel good, Spike, because that was a good drive.
Yeah, they were able to get back and make it just about happen. All right, Archbold's going to give it off the left side, and running room. They pick up about 7 yards off the left side.
Yeah, Matthews, first guy to contact him, but he had a good, Gomez had a good head of steam up and kind of blew through that.
All right, now back to throw out of shotgun. Throws a little swing route over there, and that's going to go incomplete. Who got it? Conrad.
Yeah,
All right, thank you.
Big, tall defender swatted that one.
Digger said my halftime tickets were no good. All right, so 3rd down and 3 for the Blue Streaks. Here's where Newman is really tough to defend because he'll, in a situation like this, he may roll out a little just to have that throwing and running option.
Yeah, 3 yards doesn't scare him at all when you come up the line of scrimmage.
All right, double wide out. They're going to give it on a little bit of a draw. Tigers, there now they cut outside, and he breaks it up the sideline across midfield. A great block out there at the 45-yard line, still running. And Archbold all the way down to the Tiger 30-yard line.
Oh, man, Owen Long just about had him there at the line of scrimmage, Spike, just about. Gomez, a strong, hard runner.
All right, so Archbold comes up with a big play on 3rd down and 3. They run a power sweep, and they end up cutting it outside. They pick up the big play, and now they're in Tiger territory at the 30-yard line. Wide out to either side, wing back set to the right, quarterback hands off, give up the middle, and that's going to be good for about 3-4 yards on the play.
That was Hograve there. Caleb Hograve on that carry. Tigers allow him 3 short yards, Spike, so.
All right,
Johnson,
2nd down and 7. And boy, the way this crazy game is going, it's Archbold's turn to not be able to pick this up.
Credit on the tackle to Owen Johnson and Evan Kramer there.
All right, wide out to either side, single setback. Newman rolling left, looking upfield, nothing there, cuts it back across the grain, and he's going to pick up about 4 more yards.
Max Phillips got him by the arm and wrestled him down.
Yep, a good cutback. That was a design play. You run or throw depending on what's out there. All right, so we'll pick up, we'll call it, I don't know, about 4. So it'll be 3rd down and a short 3. They have a tight formation. And they'll give it right up the middle, looking for room. And they nail him. They stop him on 3rd down.
I think that was Phillips knifing through there.
All right, they tried to go off that left side, and the Tigers hold them. No gain on the play. It's going to be 4th down and 3, no huddle. Blue Streaks with trip receivers. They'll throw out there, and it's going to be caught.
Wow.
Tigers had a leap at it out there. A defender stepped up.
Conrad just about got a paw on that, but the ball got past him, and then the receiver was there just enough for the 1st down.
Okay, 5:45 left here in the 3rd quarter. Clock running. Liberty Center on top, 21-20, but the Blue Streaks in Liberty Center territory at the 18. They've got a 1st and 10. Wide out, wide to the other side. Single setback. Out of the gun. Back to throw. And caught on his little slant route over the middle, down inside the 10-yard line, inside the 5-yard line. And Archbold will have another 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah,
a gain of about 13 yards.
That's number 12 on that reception there. That'd be Jordan Schultz.
All right, so the Blue Streaks come to the line of scrimmage. 1st and goal on the 4-yard line. Tight formation all the way around. Quarterback out of the gun. He'll run it straight ahead, looking for room. They're going to hit him. And nope, not good enough. The Blue Streaks twist and turn their way. I see. Boy, what?
Caleb
Archbold
Hograve
pulled a fast one.
Hograve in that quarterback slot on that
Caleb Hograve, yeah.
Scoring play there. And we had good penetration from the other side there, but he was close enough, Spike. He got in.
All right, so Archbold goes on top here at the 5-minute mark of the 3rd period. They lead at 26-21. The key now, Liberty, Archbold up by 5. It would make sense now that they go for the 2-point conversion. And, of course, that's what they're going to do. They show trip receivers to the left side, the far side. One over here, quarterback by himself, now motion back across. They got 4 wideouts. They're going to look, now throws. They loft it up there, and it's caught. It's a 2-point conversion, so Archbold now holds a 28-21 lead over the Liberty Center Tigers.
Yeah, 5 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Both teams drove the ball well, but Streaks were able to finish.
Boy. All right, let's get some sponsors here while we get set for the kickoff. KK Collision, Swanton Welding, Pisanello's Pizza, Karen and Jim Savage, Dave's Auto Service, Larry Black, Germ-Free Innovations with Mark and Lynn Bly, Dental Health Associates of Sylvania, Amanda Burmeister, Howard Hanna Realty, B.A. Miller and Sons Trucking, Hill Asphalt Paving, Freedom Seed, and Golden Harvest there with Larry Gherkin and family, Pam and Dick Leatherman, Helen and Randy McClure in memory of Robbie and Jackson, Red Barn Sales and Service, Sarah Miles and family, Clark, Courtney, and Kira, and we're set to go. The Blue Streaks set up. They'll kick off, of course, from the 40-yard line. Short kick, end over end, and that's going to come down at the 25-yard line.
Chappa.
20-yard line. Chappa pounds straight ahead, and he'll get up to about the 30. That ball was on the 15-yard line, my mistake, so a return of 16 yards, and Tigers will have it at their own 31.
Yeah, Spike, he took that in full stride and got what he could out of it.
Yeah, and they kept it pinned in on. They've kept every kick down on the sideline. That takes away from a lot of room for the return people. All right, so Liberty comes out. They put a wide out to the far side, double wing set. Now they set up in motion. They shift over here, and now Tiger with a strong side left to the wide side. They'll run a sweep. And no, actually a little off tackle jaunt. It looked like a sweep when they sent motion men out in front. Phillips picks up about 2. So Liberty Center shifting and changing the play. They'll show a little new wrinkle and different variations here, but it's still power football. All right, 2nd down and 8. Tigers come to the line of scrimmage at their own 33, wide out to the far side. Wing over here on this Tiger side of the field. Now they're going to try to run a sweep. They cut it up, and the Tigers get up to about the 34. That's going to be a tough yard, and that's it.
That's Brecken Garrettson on that carry.
Yep, he coming from that wing back on the far side. So Liberty Center now looking at 3rd down and 7. 4 minutes, clock running, remaining here in period number 3. 28-21 Archbold. Boy, this is a mighty fine offensive team, Jim.
Yeah. Yeah, and Cruz handling Tiger offense just about as fine as could be here now. 3rd and 7,
right,
got to have a
big
conversion
play.
here.
So the Tigers show a wide out over there to the far side. That be Chap, I believe. Crew back to throw. Has time. That's hit at the line of scrimmage and knocked down, incomplete.
Yeah, Conrad.
He was working on.
Conrad was going to be the.
Flag on the field, far side.
Uh-oh. Now, I'm not sure what could possibly transpire here.
Conrad was going to be the target, and he was pretty well covered as well.
All right, they're going to pick it up, I guess, is what the end result is. So with that pass knocked down at the line of scrimmage, it'll bring up 4th down and 7. The ball on the 35-yard, Liberty's 35. So 3.5 minutes to go. Liberty Center in a pretty obvious punt situation. I believe this is Asa Killam also doing the punting for the Tigers.
Yeah. Plays goalie for this soccer team then, Spike.
All right, so the ball spotted at the Tiger hash mark side. Archbold guarding against a fake.
Oh, boy.
And gets off a high spiral. That's going to hit at the 35-yard line. Take a good Liberty Center bounce backwards.
Emmett Perry.
And he's going to be hit there. And a loss of about 5 more yards from where he picked it up. And the Tigers hold him in, hone him down, and shuttle him in and nail him back at the 26.
Emmett Perry on the stop, and I'll tell you, he's been a good cover guy tonight. He's been first man down on a hit at least 3 different times tonight, and that one really counted. Stuck him right as he gathered the ball in.
Wow, just about a 40-yard punt when we figure between 37 and 40 yards when we figure in the return. But that notwithstanding, the situation now, Archbold with a 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line. Trip receivers to the Liberty Center wide side of the field. Out of shotgun, now rolling, dropping back. They got Newman in trouble. He sprints out of that, goes the other way, throws on the sideline. That's going to be incomplete. Great Tiger pressure to slow him down, forced him out.
A couple Tigers really hounding him there, and Newman was he was a little harried there, Spike. He rolled to the left but couldn't get anything on his pass.
All right, second down and 10, 3:12 with the clock stopped here in the third quarter. Liberty Center has been ahead by a touchdown. Archbold comes back. Liberty Center got ahead by another touchdown. Archbold comes back. Now they've forged into the lead 28-21. Out of the gun. They fake it off that left side.
Yeah.
Tigers there to swarm all over that ball carrier.
Yeah, it was Gomez.
Yep,
And,
they tried that power play.
Yeah, line of scrimmage held it over there for the Tigers on the right side. They just says, nope, you're not getting there, not this time.
All right, so again, a long 2 on the play. Third down and 8 from their own 28. The Blue Streaks with the ball. Clock running, 2:45 here in the third. They'll show a wide out over here, a double wide out on the Archbold side of the field. Back, looks to throw, hesitates.
Tigers,
And
on it.
it's picked, I think. I think that's an interception for Liberty Center. The Tigers get a break. They're going to get the football at the Archbold 35-yard line.
Yes, indeed, here.
Uh-oh. Wow.
57
so
also
Captain said
paid his respects to the quarterback there.
Owen Johnson peeled him.
I think number 3 made that reception or interception. That'd be Owen Long over there.
Was that Owen Long
Yeah.
that got it?
Huh?
Patterson got the
Patterson,
interception.
Number 10 on the intercept.
All right, now the Tigers with a chance to redeem themselves. 2.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Tigers come out. They've got the ball in the Archbold 36, 1st and 10. Crew under center. Wing package set to the wide side to the left. They're going to play action. Crew in trouble. Now has to scramble. He's going to bang forward for about 4 yards on the play. 3 yards on the play. They made something out of nothing, Jim.
Yeah, Spike, he looked right there. There was a guy going to just collapse him in the backfield for a loss, and he says, no, sir, I'm going forward. And as you say, he gets a good 3 yards out of that, and the fans over here love that. Well, down to 2 minutes in the third quarter here, and the Tigers driving.
All right, second down and a long 7. They'll show a wide out over here. Matthews in
Phillips.
motion, power off the right side, and Phillips bangs his way down inside the 30-yard line to the 29.
Boy, I think it was Kramer there, got a good block over there.
All right, so the Tigers now looking at a third down, and we'll call it a short 4 yards.
Excuse me, I know Kramer's been making good blocks, but Conrad, after he got all the way unfolded, I see his number was 18 there.
All right, so officially now it's third down and 3. Ball at the 29. Liberty Center needs to get to the 26. Third and 3. 28-21 with 1:13 in the third. Tigers with it. Crew under center. Wing package left. Power straight up the middle, and they're going to drive. It's going to be close, and I believe the Tigers picked it up. They got down to the 25-yard line. That's a Tiger first down.
You know, Spike, at this point in the game, for the line of scrimmage on the offense to have that kind of drive when Archbold was expecting to run, they just pushed them off the line of scrimmage and made it happen. Tiger football.
Great point. All right, so now the Tigers, with 45 seconds left in the third, they come out, double wing package, wide out to this side over here. Straight drop, now Crew, play action, he'll throw, and that's going to be caught down there around the 23-yard line.
Dylan Matthews.
And that's going to be about down to the 21, so a pickup of 4 on a good hard cut right back across the middle.
Yeah, and good confidence on that play. Their coverage was there, but Crew just drilled it right where he had to put it, Spike.
Right, and Crew is doing such a good job at finding his receivers. His receivers are doing terrific jobs catching. But that helps the run work as well, as Liberty Center lines up out of a running formation most of the time. All right, wing left set. They're going to give it off a quick hitter.
Yeah.
That's going to be Phillips, I think, down inside the 20, down to the 15-yard line. That might be enough for a 1st and 10. We'll get the measurement here.
Yeah, I think maybe it was Holgrave that finally got him stopped there or got a piece of him, but great play.
Wow. All right, that's going to end the third quarter.
Yeah.
At the end, it's 28-21, Archbold, and that's the break.
All right, Tigers are driving here, Spike. It's 1 quarter to go. The Tigers are 1 touchdown behind, 28-21.
All right, 1st and 10 at the Archbold 15. Wide out to the far side with a double wing set, single setback. Crew under center. Now looks, no handoff there. Now he'll throw the lob ball, and there's going to be pass interference on Archbold down inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, nice pattern out there, and I think it was Owen Long that sold that pretty good, and Archbold had to push him, and that's a flag.
Crew really sold that play. He acted like it was a busted play. He faked to running backs, looked like it was busted, and that got Liberty's receiver behind the Archbold defense. They had nothing left to do but to run him over, the receiver.
Yep. So,
all right, 11:55, and now Liberty Center after the penalty. Let's see what's late for the official spot here. Now they're going to mark it half the distance, I think.
Yeah, about the
wait a minute.
8-yard line.
Okay, the ball's on the 7, 1st and goal. Tigers with a wide out to the far side, wing package left, now motion coming back this way. They're going to make power football to Phillips. Phillips, yes, bars his way in, and he's into the end zone. It's a Liberty Center Tiger touchdown. The Tigers come roaring back, and they've got to within a single point now at 28-27.
Yeah, right side.
Power football.
Yeah, it was. The right side on the Tiger line there just kind of parted to see a little bit, and that was all Phillips needed.
Offensive line has done a terrific job. Now Crew set to hold. Back to kick Killam. It is up on the way, and it is good! Good! Asa Killam drives it in, and Tiger fans, listeners out there on ORN radio, we've got a brand new ball game. It's 28-28. All tied up, 11:50 left in the game.
Spike, how about that? These are last year's league champions, NWAL league champions, going toenail to toenail. They played 2 games last year, and they split. They're going right now head to head, and what a game.
All right. Let's get some more sponsors. We've got KK Collision, Swanton Welding, Pisanello's Pizza, Jim and Karen Savage, Dave's Auto Service, Larry Black, Germ-Free Innovations with Mark Bly and Lynn, Dental Health Associates of Sylvania, Amanda Burmeister with Howard Hanna Realty, B.A. Miller and Sons Trucking, Hill Asphalt Paving, Freedom Seed and Golden Harvest, both taken there by Larry Gherkin and family, Pam and Dick Leatherman, Helen and Randy McClure in memory of Robbie and Jackson, Red Barn Sales and Service, and here we go. Here's the kickoff. Low line drive, and that's going to hit at the 20. Takes a nice bounce there to the 10. Picked up, returned straight ahead, hit right away, and brought down up around the 25-yard line.
Yeah, a lot of Tigers in there.
Who got it?
Number 4 would be Dakota Schultz right there.
Yeah, Dakota Schultz.
Also 52, I think, had a piece of that, which would be Devin Robinson.
All right. Okay, so the Blue Streaks come out. Did we change quarterbacks? Okay, Newman's in there. Okay. Yeah. Back in shotgun, 3 wideouts, rolling right, throws. That's tipped and still caught. Up the sideline, running room, breaks 1 tackle, and the Archbold Blue Streaks down inside Liberty territory to the 45.
I didn't see who
got a gain of 30 yards.
Who got a paw on that ball.
But, it was tipped, and the ball was still caught on that sideline, little short sideline route.
Wow, big play again.
Boy, what a football game this is.
DJ Newman able to wing that ball around, and his receivers go and get it.
28-28, 11:35, and the clock stopped. They're going to mark the ball back at the the Liberty Center 48. Now they give off the right side, and running room there.
Yeah, Gomez.
Yep, Gomez rambles for about 13 yards, and they're down to the Liberty Center 35-yard line.
I think Conrad finally got him over there, but wow, big run.
Wow. This Archbold offense is tough to stop. So they'll with 11:20 now the clock resumes after they set the change. 28 all tie, but Archbold in Liberty territory at the 34, 1st and 10. They'll show trip receivers over here to the Tiger side, the wide side. Now they're going to give it off up inside, and Gomez rambles, leaps over a tackler, and the Blue Streaks pick up 4 yards.
Yeah, he danced to the right, and our defensive fellows over there were given ground grudgingly, but they had to fight off a couple of pretty good blocks by the Streaks.
And again, Archbold doing a lot of the same things Liberty does. They'll run it just enough to keep our defense honest. All right, so a double wide out over here to the wide side, wide out to the far side. The quarterback by his lonesome, straight drop. Looks upfield, now has to scramble, gets away from a tackler, rolling to the left. Man running him down, and he turns the corner, and Newman is going to get all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Yeah,
that guy is worth the price of admission with his speed.
He really is. Matthew Orr finally pushed him out of bounds, but wow, we thought we had an angle on him 15 yards upfield, but no way there, Spike.
Yep, he'll change directions, and his acceleration is monumental. That's got him gains 4 times tonight. All right, wide out to either way. They're going to give it to Gomez again. He'll power his way straight up the middle.
That's Holgrave on
it. Holgrave, not Gomez. And they'll go all the way down to the 2-yard line from the 17 on a quick burst off that Tiger right side. Wow. So Archbold knocking on the door. 10 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. We're tied at 28, but Archbold threatening. Newman. Holgrave at quarterback. Yes, he'll look to run the ball, burst straight ahead, and he'll go into the end zone. Into the end zone. It's an Archbold touchdown. They go back on top, 34-28. Oh,
yeah, that's a lot of points here tonight, Spike, but there's clock left, and the Tiger offense has been rolling along.
All right, so set, back to kick. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up on the way, and it is good right down the middle. And Archbold takes a 35-28 lead with 9:51 left in the game. So Archbold now regains the lead, 35-28, and they're set to kick off to Liberty Center from the left hash. Low line drive kick, and that spins, and that's going to out of bounds. The referee right there, that ball tried to stay in. It took a last-second squib back inside the playing field, but that went out of bounds. The Liberty Center will get decent field position up to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that'll help in the Tigers getting into crunch time here, but Tigers have had an answer. Every time Archbold puts something on the board, Tigers come roaring right back.
All right, so plenty of time. Only a second came off the clock. 9:50 left, 35-28 Archbold. Liberty Center, though, shows trip receivers to the wide side with a double wingback set. Ball fumbled, and it's still free, and I don't know. I think Archbold might have fallen on
Spike, that was a direct snap. Phillips was back there to take the snap, and somehow or other that didn't work
Phillips,
out.
Huh?
Yeah, number 24 on the
now they're going to say Liberty Center. I don't know. They're still arguing. Both teams waving both ways. And Liberty Center gets to keep the football, but a loss.
Wow.
A loss of about 4 yards on the play.
Boy, that's something to review when you're checking the film out there.
Yeah, kind of almost a single wing. I think they were going to let Phillips run the football right out of that
power.
That power set, that single wing. All right, 2nd and 14 from their own 31. Crew now under center. Wide out to the far side, motion to the far side with Bracken. Now Crew back, has to get rid of it. Throws it upfield. That's almost shoulda, woulda been picked off, but dropped up at the 45. And so Liberty keeps the ball, albeit now 3rd and 14. So the Tigers, that time, Archbold put on a pass rush, and Crew had to get rid of it quick.
Yeah, and Carter Bainfelt, number 16 for Archbold, couldn't handle it. It had so much smoke on that fastball spike, he couldn't handle it.
All right, they throw the football in. All right, so the Tigers break the huddle. They need 14 yards here on 3rd down. The ball back at their own 31. Crew out of shotgun. Double wide out to the far side. They're going to play action. Crew, a throwback. He gets it out there to Phillips on the sideline, up to the 35-yard line. He'll get bounced out of bounds up around the 38, so about a 7-yard gain. And let's give Archbold credit. Their defense reacted well to what was essentially a screen pass.
Yep.
And they caught up with Phillips, so they had him cut off on the angle.
Yeah, well, I liked the idea.
Sure.
The play was good, but Archbold just had coverage there.
Yep, they reacted well. So, 4th down now and about 7 for Liberty. They're back in punt formation. Standing back at the 35. High floater, spinner. That's going to hit at the 35.
Look at
Take
that
a
bounce.
great Liberty Center roll, and that's going to come down all the way down to about the 22, so a 13-yard roll for Liberty Center, and that's going to set the Blue Streaks back to their 22. 8:49 left in the ball game. And obviously, Liberty Center needs a stop. They've got a little time to work with, but they trail by a touchdown at 35-28. Let's see, that punt, 28, 22. That was a 40 with the roll, about a 47-yard punt maybe. Anyway, all right, back out of shotgun. They're going to give it a running around the left side, a little bit of running room. Gomez, and Liberty Center seems to have him honed in. They seem to have him hemmed in and hawed in, but he somehow always turns it into a 3 or 4 yard gain.
Yeah, well, that's the league's stud running back for last year. He was first team all NWAL, and there's some pretty good runners in that league.
Well, I tell you what, I'd like a running back all of a sudden gets a lot better out of this throwing offense, and that certainly doesn't hurt Noah. Anyway, Archbold comes out, wide out to either side, single setback, wing package to the left. Now they're going to run. He's going to play action, rolling around the right side. He's got nowhere to go. Hemmed in, and pow! Sack! Smack! Jock! They nailed him all the way back to the 23-yard line. That's going to be a loss on the play.
Yeah, 3 Tigers just stayed right on him, Spike, and eventually got him there.
All right, we got Phillips coming from the other side, so the Archbold Blue Streaks lose 2 in a play that was designed to get some open spaces. Now they're facing 3rd down and 9 from their own 23. 7.5 minutes to go, the clock running. Liberty Center, it goes without saying, the Tigers need a big stop here, a big defensive play. Newman out of the gun. Delays the signal, and now Archbold, I think, forced to use their first time out of the All right, well, let's get some more sponsors in here. We got Helen and Randy McClure in memory of Robbie and Jackson, Pam and Dick Leatherman, Golden Harvest and Freedom Seed with Larry Gherkin and family, Hill Asphalt Paving, B.A. Miller and Sons Trucking, Amanda Burmeister with Howard Hanna Realty, Dental Health Associates of Sylvania, Germ-Free Innovations with Mark and Lynn Bly, Larry Black, Dave's Auto Service, Karen and Jim Savage, Pisanello's Pizza, Swanton Welding, in KK Collision. Also, we got the Tiger Dairy Bar, Select Sanitation, Diamond Cut Custom Designs, the Snyder Brothers, Kevin and Duke, Marty and Robin Weimer in honor of Kip Kern. Okay, now we're back. Archbold after the timeout, double wide out to the wide side, wide out over here on the Tiger side, the short side. They're going to run play action, in trouble. Offset out there, and that's going to be caught at the 25-yard line.
Gomez.
They break a tackle, and they're going to get all the way up to the 40.
Yeah.
The Liberty Center coaching staff wanted a call down there on the sideline.
It looked like a block in the back, actually, but they were so intent on watching the ball carrier up ahead, which was Noah Gomez, that they didn't see it, Spike.
Yep, a pickup of 13. Now Archbold all the way out now to their 38-yard line. 1st and 10, 6:50 on the clock. Double wide out to either side. Quarterback drops back, looks. Now throwing the home run ball. Patterson out there, and it's caught. Wow. They ran the route. They didn't quit on it.
Brandon
Patterson
Taylor
went up, but the Archbold comes down with the grab, and now Archbold on the Liberty Center 23-yard line, 6.5 minutes left in the game. They lead it over Liberty 35-28.
Spike, the coverage was there, and the receiver, Taylor, was even on the ground, and he still was able to finagle that ball in for a catch.
Well, this Archbold team is tough. All right, now the Tigers do need a stop here. They've got to come up with a defensive play. All right, I think we're going to get a timeout down on the field. Okay. Okay. Play clock they had to reset. Okay, the clock is running now, 6:07. The Streaks come to the line of scrimmage. They're at the Liberty Center 23-yard line. They show trip receivers to the wide side near Archbold. Newman back to throw. Looks to scramble. In trouble. Now rolls out of that. He's going to be hitting a loss on the play.
Yeah.
A loss of about 9 yards all the way back to the 32.
51, Kramer all the way back here. Also number 57, which is a Johnson. Those two guys just stayed right on him, Spike. They're using up a lot of energy trying to contain that Newman, but they got him.
They're going to call that a loss of 10 yards on the play. So it's 2nd down and 20. 5:22 clock running. Archbold with the ball at the Liberty Center 32. Boy, the Tigers could use another one of them babies. All right, now Archbold forced to call a timeout.
And they're burning a lot of them.
Yep. Oh, is he? Okay, we're getting the call that Newman might be hurting.
Spike, you were reading a lot of sponsors there, and I think we got to make mention. We missed Pam Leatherman up here in the press box. She used to keep everybody well fed.
Hey, you know, her son-in-law is going to be 40 pretty soon.
We got a 40.
Ryan Zeider.
Ryan Zeider's going to be 40. Oh, my. What's this world coming to?
Now, I happened to run into Pam at one of the Napoleon establishments a few nights ago, and she's still a little bit hot about not being able to be up here in the press box.
I think she would be deemed essential, Spike.
Yeah.
How do we keep our calorie content how it ought to be?
Yep. Digger Barnes floating around back here, scoping out the scene.
Well, Dustin Johnson here on the camera.
Dustin
Herman. Well,
Dustin
we got
Hermansky.
playing football. We'll
All right, here we go. We're back
right.
after the Archbold now has one timeout remaining. 2nd and 20, double receiver out to the wide side, the Archbold side. Now man in motion to the right. They're going to give it to that guy.
No.
He's going to be hit. No,
DJ's
a quarterback
got it yet.
a keeper.
Yeah.
And his little kind of a fake and a draw is going to get down to about the 30.
Boy, that was a regular scrum, Mike. They stopped his forward motion spike, and they just kept right on
I went
letting
with
him go.
the fake to the sweep. He kept it, picks up about 6 on the play. And so now the ball will rest at the 27-yard line. Archbold needs 13 yards to convert, but it's only 3rd down.
Yeah, Newman
4.5 to go in the game.
Newman might have had a bit of a muscle cramp, but he's good.
All right, now rolling back to throw, looks, tries to cut it up. He's hit, gets rid of the ball, and it's going to be a Archbold touchdown.
Yeah.
They nailed Newman, but
Yeah.
he was able to get rid of it, lofted high, and the Tigers got burnt deep.
Yeah.
And Archbold now has taken a 2-touchdown lead with 4:20 left in the game.
And the receiver, Noah Gomez. That guy's all over the place, Spike. He runs the ball. He catches passes. Wow. But Newman, man, you gotta take your hat off there. We had such a rush on him, and he got crushed. But he stayed in there, and he lofted it up for his running back that was in the clear.
All right. So the snap, that's good. The hold good. Kick is up, and it is good. 42-28. 14-point lead for Archbold. 4:20 to go. It now at 4 minutes to go. The Tigers have a big hill to climb. They're going to have to score and score quick.
How about 70 points scored in this ball game?
Now I'm not surprised a bit. Wow. All right. So Archbold now preparing to kick off. From the left hash near the Liberty Center sideline. Low bounding kick picked up there at the 35, returned straight ahead, and that's going to be pushed up across the 40.
That's Matthew Orr on that up man reception, and he knew what to do with it.
Yep, pickup of, or a return of about 13 yards, so Liberty Center has got the field position to start with. But like we said, it's got to be a quick score. So they'll come out, they'll show some wide formations. Trip receivers set to the wide side of the field. A wide out over here with a single setback. Crew out of the gun. Crew straight drop. He'll throw over the middle, and that's going to be caught up at the 50-yard line.
Matthews.
A spin by Matthews will pick him up about 9 yards on the play.
That's a good pass.
Clock still running at 4:08. Tigers come right to the line without a huddle. Double wide out to the far side, one over here. Crew, straight drop. Has time. He throws. And that is batted up in the air. A battle for it. It goes incomplete, but it stops the clock. Nothing wrong with that. You only need one play out of 4 to be 10 yards, and you've moving the chains.
Yeah, second and 2 is, or second and 1 actually, is a real good position to be in. Although they're flipping the sign now, it's 3rd and 1.
All right, so Garrettson into the game for Liberty Center. Tigers will come out. They've got a wide out to this side. Wing package set to the right. Twin setback. Crew under center. Crew is going to give it to Phillips on a power sweep right side. He's got running room. Busts it down to the 40-yard line of Archbold.
Nice
A
block.
gain of about 8 on the play.
Yeah, good blocking to kind of get him started. And boy, if number 81 for Archbold wouldn't have tackled him, he was headed for the goal line, Spike.
Right. And Archbold has to think throw here, and the Tigers took advantage of it. Now Liberty Center shows trip receivers to the wide side of the field, Archbold side. Here's the snap. Crew drops back. Looks and has it batted at the line of scrimmage again. That's the second one tonight.
Yeah.
He had a man open, cutting back across the middle. But, again, the clock stops at 3:29.
Yeah, they give
Not
that,
a big deal.
They give that number 18 credit for being 6'4", and he looked all of that because he did get a paw on that ball.
All right, 42-28. Yeah, we were tied up at the end of the third quarter, but Archbold took advantage, and they've turned it into 2 scores. Liberty Center trying to claw their way back. 3.5 minutes left. They'll come to the line. Trip receivers to the far side. One over here. Crew takes it, rolls left. Has time. Now lost it out there, and that's going to be caught down there around the 31. That's going to be Patterson. Yep, 9-yard gain for Liberty.
Yep.
So they'll come to the line of scrimmage with no huddle. Patterson sprints over here, sets up. No, excuse me, Phillips. Now a single setback, all the wideouts. Crew throws, caught over there.
Patterson
inside,
again there.
down around the 27-yard line.
Yeah.
Patterson on the catch.
Yeah, 14 is for us.
All right, no huddle for Liberty Center. They're to the line of scrimmage. Double wide out over here. Crew straight drop. Looking, has time, now has to roll. Out of there, stays up on his feet. Gets down to about the 24-yard line, a pickup of 4. But the clock continues to run. No, they're going to take a Liberty Center's got to use a timeout. They've got to save some clock. They need 2 scores. So 2:46 left, 42-28 Archbold, but the Tigers trying to battle back in there.
Yep.
All right, so some more sponsors here. Let's get Helen and Randy McClure in memory of Robbie and Jackson, Pam and Dick Leatherman, Golden Harvest, and Freedom Seed with Larry Gherkin and family, Hill Asphalt Paving, B.A. Miller and Sons Trucking, Amanda Burmeister with Howard Hanna Realty, Delta Health Associates of Sylvania, Germ Free Innovations, Mark and Lynn Bly, Larry Black, Dave's Auto Service, Karen and Jim Savage, Pisanello's Pizza, Swanton Welding, KK Collision, Tiger Dairy Bar, Select Sanitation, Diamond Cut Custom Designs, and we're back. Tigers with the ball now, 2nd and 6. Crew out of the gun, rolling right, looks upfield, still has it, keeps it, now throws it, got a man out there, tipped away. They had Patterson open down around the 10, but a good defensive recovery by Archbold as they leaped and got a couple of fingers on that one. That would have been a good gain, a good grab, but it stops the clock at 2:40. Liberty Center on the Archbold 24. This game has certainly not lacked for offensive firepower by any means.
Right, and we're down inside 3 minutes. It's 2 scores, but the way these teams have been putting up points all night, that's not insurmountable.
All right, Liberty Center shows trip receivers to the wide side, the Tiger side of the field, wide out to the other. Straight drop by Crew. Crew has time, throws it over the middle. That's going to be caught, I think, by Patterson. He's down inside the 15.
That's Chappa, I believe.
Chappa, my bad. All right, that's going to be a 1st and 10 for Liberty Center. 2.5 to go, the ball on the 13-yard line. Phillips will shift over to the right of Crew. 4 receivers, now Crew back, has time, rolls right, throws for the end zone, and over the head, past the end line, and out of play. Clock stops, 2:18 to go. If Liberty Center can somehow pull off a touchdown in this series right here, they'll only trail by 1 score and they'll have 2 minutes left.
Yeah, they're still in it, but they need to score in this drive. But it is 2nd down, so they've got more than 1 chance.
All right, so Crew's ability to roll out and scramble kept the Tiger play alive, but it was too far. Now, trip receivers to the wide side, the far side by Archbold. Phillips, a single setback. Crew takes the snap, throws it over the middle. That's going to be caught at the 10, at the 5. Patterson's into the end zone. It's a Liberty Center Tiger touchdown.
That's that big,
wow.
Big tight end for the Tigers, Evan Conrad. Throw it to him, and he's got the hands. He got her and mark her down.
Wow, that makes the score 42-34. And Liberty will set up to go for the single extra point. Again, who did we say the snapper was?
All
right.
Kramer, 51.
Okay. All right, Kramer, we're set. Crew there, gets the snap, good hold, kick is up and on the way. It is good! Corey Killam.
15 is the snap.
Yeah, 15 is Aiden Hammondtree. 6'3", 165-pound sophomore on that long snap.
Hammondtree, all right, we'll remember that. All right, Tiger fans, the fight ain't over yet. Liberty Center comes battling back. They cut it to within a touchdown. The score, 42-35, Archbold ahead. Tigers will be kicking off with 2:13 to go.
Spike, it's time the Tiger defense comes up with a pick or a fumble or some big play.
I think with the explosiveness of this Archbold offense, and they've been able to move the ball, I think Liberty is going to go for the onside kick.
Oh, you do?
I
Okay.
believe Liberty thinks they're going to have to.
Well, that's that.
Look at all the receivers up.
Yeah, they've got all running
expecting
back
it.
type numbers, and they've got 8 guys within a couple yards of the 50-yard line.
Yeah.
They drop back a couple. They've got 1 man back deep, and Liberty Center certainly does set up for the onside. Here it is, the kick bounding around, and it's going to bounce, and the Tigers or the Archbold Blue Streaks will fall on it at the 38. Now, that kick did not hit anybody, but it had enough speed and power, enough power on the kick.
Yeah.
They wanted a ricochet.
Yeah, it was a nice knuckleball, hard-to-handle thing. But,
but it got through the seam. Archbold let it go through.
No, Tigers just need a stop or a pick or something that's going to work in their favor.
All right, Tigers with 2 timeouts remaining. 2:11 left, 42-35 Archbold. Out of shotgun. They're going to give it up the middle. Gomez. Wow, what a meat hook. That guy powered his way up across the 45. And so with 2:05 left.
Give him 8 yards.
And Liberty Center, I believe the Tigers use one of their timeouts, trying to save all the clock they can. They obviously need a big play on defense. Also shouts out to Lonnie Bonner-Dissop, Kent Michael Speece, and Gene, these Tigers haven't quit fighting. You'd be proud of them here if you were at the game. Grandma Sue Lubinsky for Brecken Garrettson listening in. And, of course, Denny Barlow and my daughter and my wife. Billy Kruger listening in to the Tigers, and Gary Arps in Arizona. Some of our sponsors, KK Collision, Swanton Welding, who sponsors everything, those 2 characters, Pisanello's Pizza, Karen and Jim Savage, Dave's Auto Service, and Larry Black. And here we go. Archbold with the ball. They've got a second down and a short 2 to go. Quarterback out of the gun. They're going to give it off that side, bounding and pounding, stays up, twirls, spins, and the Blue Streaks pick up a first down to the Tiger 48-yard line, we'll call it.
That's
all right.
Some more Gomez there.
Now they let 3 or 4 seconds run off the clock. The clock probably shouldn't have started because they were changing.
I would agree.
At this point, maybe it's immaterial, but certainly every second counts. All right, well, it's 1st and 10 from the Tiger 48. They can run the clock out, so Liberty Center has to make some sort of a defensive play. Something has to happen for Liberty. And Archbold's not going to take a chance.
We got to have a change of fumble or a change of possession if at all possible, and that would mean they would have a mix-up on the snap or something. But DJ Newman.
Yep. I would say they may he's back in shotgun, though, and they show a wide out to either side. They're going to hand it off the left side. Running room. Pow! Still going. Gomez, and he's going to ramble, break 2 tackles all the way down to the 30-yard line. The clock stops while they move the chains, but Archbold now is on the Tiger 30. And the clock running now as they set the chains. And so now it's, it would take a miracle of the highest degree now for the Tigers. But strange things have happened. But Jimmy, doggone it, I'm not going to belabor this point after the game. But again, Tigers had chances.
Oh, yeah.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
It's been a great football game, and I don't believe anybody gave the Tigers a chance at all.
No, not a bit. Minute 20. Now they're in the victory formation. They'll take the snap, take a knee, and the clock continues to run with 1:10 left. 42-35. What a rock'em sock'em ball game. Nobody likes to lose, and of course Liberty Center now will be with perhaps the toughest schedule first 2 games of anybody in the state of Ohio.
Yeah, Spike, I'm going to say that these 2 teams that have been successful on the Tigers are clearly going to have deep runs in the playoffs. They are good teams, and the Tigers are going to get back in this thing. But this game, Archbold was pretty strong.
Clock at 35. And they're going to take the knee, and Archbold does not have to run another play. It'll be third coming, and that's going to be your ball game. And, yeah, shoulda, coulda, woulda, and all that. We know that, but I'm telling you, Liberty Center took the pride of Northwest Ohio. Probably the best team man for man of anybody around, and I'm even dipping maybe you're going to have to show me an awfully good D1 school that's better than the Blue Streaks.
Yeah, and they fought to 77 points here tonight, and we come up 7 points short. I'm telling you, Spike, this is a football game.
And this is the Liberty Center football team. There is no such thing as a win when you call it a, what do you call those? Not poetic justice, but there's a phrase for it.
Yeah, I know.
But anyway, no, there is no such good thing like that here. Liberty Center knows they could have. But the important thing is they know they could have won this. I hope that they draw something from here and they learn that they know and that they can take to heart that we are good. There is nobody we're afraid of. We can play anybody. We can take on anybody. And they were good enough to win this game tonight.
Oh, yeah, Spike. They were short a few linemen because of, I don't know, some illness or quarantine stuff or whatever. But point being, no letdown at all. They improved where they needed to from last week. And, I mean, it was a tooth and nail game all the way through. Dead even after 3 quarters. Dead even.
Yep.
And then fourth quarter, as you say, we had chances, but they were able to score on a few big plays after we seemingly had them stopped a couple times.
Oh, yeah, they're 4th down and 11. They go for it from their own 40-yard line, convert that. So, well, anyway, for Dustin Herman on the camera, for Digger Barnes and his technical work, Mark the Captain Bly trying to keep the ship straight in the ORN broadcast, getting out there to all you folks. And, of course, Jimmy Leatherman and I and this ORN team, as long as you go back to NCTV5, we're in our year number 25 here, broadcasting Tiger football. Well, Archbold hangs on. They win it 42-35 over a very game and a very good Tiger team.